Hello everyone, welcome back. Today is day 19 of this 30-day Spooky Island Challenge. And today we are going to be getting started on the abandoned graveyard at the back end of the island. And so I was thinking a good place to start would probably be doing a little bit of layout planning. I know that I want the museum and Lucky's house to be over here. And we have a lot of room to work with. So my first thought, as far as the entrance to the graveyard, is we have these two inclines here, symmetrical. I was thinking of having like a couple of steps here and then another two set of the symmetrical inclines going up to the third cliff tier. And then doing some like fake building kind of builds up there. I think that would be a good space filler and then also kind of interesting to look at from this view if you see one set of inclines and then a second. I think it'll look kind of like a grand entrance. And then right now I'm leaning towards having Lucky's on the right hand side over here and the museum on the left. Initially, I had thought maybe, have the double staircase lead up to the museum, but there's absolutely no way to get that centered. And since I'm kind of going for symmetry in this one area of the island, I think that would drive me nuts. So I'm just going to completely avoid that pivot. And I'm thinking the museum's going to go somewhere over here. So you will notice whenever we were doing our flattening, I didn't completely eliminate everything that was back here on this end of the island. A lot of that was because I wasn't sure what I wanted to do yet. So we will have to do a little bit of cleanup, but I'm probably going to tackle it bit by bit. So I think I'm going to go ahead and start with this area right here in front, and we'll just kind of get rid of those trees and then start terraforming that rather than worrying about this whole area at the back of the island. Okay, that's a pretty decent start. Just getting the area a little bit cleared out. So then now, I also want the graveyard to be pretty pathed over. I do want a little bit of like the brokenness of the brick showing through, but more or less I want it to be more brick than grass happening up here. So with that, I'm thinking maybe 3 steps worth, and then that will lead to the next incline. Because that would at least give you enough room to turn either right or left. Yeah, I think that should be good. Okay. Although the incline will come out, how many tiles is this? 3. Okay, so that needs to be further back then if I want that to be where the stairs are. Do I want that to be where the stairs start? Yes, I think I do. So 1, 2. Like that? Is that 3? Need to dig some holes as my measurement term here. Yeah, that is 3. Okay. So then that would be the base of it right there, I believe. Yeah, 3. Okay. Okay. It looks really far back right now, but I think that will end up looking right. So now just need to pull this cliffside out a little bit. Okay, so we are very lopsided on our third cliff up there, and I don't think I want it to be completely symmetrical, but probably a little closer than that. Yeah, okay, so we're gonna work a little bit over on the right-hand side. Okay, I think that's a lot closer to a somewhat symmetrical, not symmetrical cliff up there. And I will probably end up, well, not probably, I definitely will make this one a bit further away. I don't know if I want to eliminate this cliff over here altogether or not, but it's way too close to the other. All right, that works for now anyway. This one somehow looks more natural. What did I do over there that I didn't over here? Does that help? Not particularly. Okay. Well, at least that back end doesn't really impact our incline situation at all. So I am going to go pick one up and just make sure our placement is making sense there. Okay, bridge kit acquired, and I think it looks good, but I do want to make sure okay, yeah, it is perfectly lined up. So I only put pathing here. Okay, I'm gonna add just a little bit more real quick, but I think I like the way this looks. Yeah, looks good. Great. Oh, pay it off. Duh. Okay, I was starting to think like, okay, should I do more pathing? But no, can't forget to do this. Okay, I'm gonna do a little bit more just to get to the other side over here. And then I think we will go ahead and place that path down. I mean, not path, incline down as well. As long as I have these two, I should at least be able to get it into the right place. Yeah, okay, let's time travel and then get that other incline placed and then time travel again to get that one all set up. And then we can start thinking through museum. I'm gonna pick up one more tree though, just so I don't waste that turnip. I don't know, maybe this one. Oops, I missed. There we go. Okay, great. So I will probably do all that time traveling and just placement without you guys and then bring y'all back when both of the finished inclines are set and ready to go. This is tragic, but I think it's too far away. I think I want it one closer. I guess the good news is I can try that on this side, and whichever one I don't like, I'll just destroy. Okay, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna test this out a little bit and see which one looks better. Okay, I'm not gonna worry too much about the terraforming, just gonna do bare minimum here. Go ahead and pay it off, and then we'll see how it looks tomorrow. Okay, we're back, so let's compare. So when you're here, oh, you can't even see it. Okay, wait, what if you're here? You can see it. I mean, you can kind of see that one too, but just not as much. I think I still like this one better, what's interesting to me though is that you can't even really tell that I have just that random 2-tile cliff coming out. Like it completely hides it, which I think I actually like more than this. So that was a happy mistake. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna destroy this guy right here and then come build it back up so that it matches with this guy. Cool. Got a game plan at least. Okay, back with our finished inclines, and I think I'm happy. Yeah, I think it's gonna get to stay like this. So yay, that is one portion of the layout figuring out done. So now we are going to move on to, maybe the museum. Now I'm thinking I want the museum on the right-hand side, and I want to eliminate all of that cliff over there. For some reason, that just feels right to me. Yep, I'm gonna go with it. So that means all of these trees need to go. And shoot, my time traveling killed my turnips again. Of course, I only have 2 apples. Do I have any other food? No, why would I? Okay. Oh wait, Mom's cake. Can I eat that? How much does that help me out? 5. Okay, that's decent. So I'll get rid of whatever trees I can to keep, and then I'll just chop down the rest. Of course, I'm only 1 short, and watch, this one will have a bee in it. Oh, okay, I got lucky. Okay, great. Incline eliminated. So now I want to try and find the middle point over here, I think. Although actually I should make sure I'm totally happy with that incline before I do this, because then the middle point would move. And I still don't love this side. Okay. Let's play with this some more. Why does this side look so strange to me and the other side looks great? What is it? I know I initially said I didn't want this to be totally symmetrical, but maybe I'm lying and I do. Okay, I think that's good now. I think I need to leave it alone. I have a little mini rock garden happening over here. Yeah, this feels like a decent amount of space up here to do some things, so that's good. Okay, now we can find whatever the middle point is over here. And the museum has a 3-tile door. So I don't know. How does that look? Huh. Looks pretty centered to me. And I believe it's 7 by 4, so I need 2 on either end. I may be 1 tile off, but it is so close. I am going to check just in case. but I think it's looking pretty good. Okay, so 10 on the right-hand side. All right, it's a little off center. Okay, so perfect. And then I think it's by 4. And I think that's a good amount of space in the back in case I want to put anything back there, even though I kind of don't think I will. But I don't want it to be right up on the cliffside, just in case. Oh, I do want the entire graveyard to be outlined in fencing, so this will be helpful in that case. Great, okay. Take one more look at the map, make sure I'm happy with that. Yep. Great. We are gonna go get that moved then. Also, just as a little villager update, we still are at 7 out of 8 Lucha or Luca. I think it's Lucha because it's a CH, and I feel like Luca's typically with a K. But anyway, he is still here. And I realized while I was in the midst of time traveling for the inclines that I had never talked to him. So it's making a lot of sense why he's still here. So I did go up, talk to him, got through that intro at least, and now I'm hoping he will be asking to leave somewhat soon. I'm thinking I'm gonna call it on maybe like day 25 or so. If he's still here and not leaving, then I will probably go ahead and put down another couple of plots and then end up amiiboing to get him out. And then I'm thinking the 2 additional villagers I'll have will be Matilda and Rodeo. A couple of you guys have recommended them, and then also they do just kind of fit the vibe well, and especially with Roscoe, if he's already going to be on the island, they're kind of the same color tones as well, with the black coloring and then the red eyes. My only thing about that is where exactly I want to put them, and I'm not entirely sure, because then that would be a lot of villagers over in that swamp bog kind of area, but maybe it could still work. And then since I am planning on remodeling all of the villager homes, I was thinking the HHP speedrun was going to be offline, just on my own time. I'm not planning on actually decorating any of these homes, and just doing the bare minimum, honestly, by opening the boxes. But if that is something that you guys would be interested in seeing, let me know. Maybe I can upload that as a long play. I probably won't do it as an episode because I don't really want to waste one on me not even really doing anything, but who knows? I mean, sometimes people like to put that type of video on while they're doing other activities, kind of as a body doubling exercise or anything like that. But yeah, so my plan is to not include it unless anyone says that they would like to see something like that. Okay, museum down. So that is looking good. I do think I'm going to end up having this river kind of connect over here and maybe drop off somewhere here-ish. So I'll probably have some bridges happening in the graveyard as well. That will be a problem for tomorrow, me though. So now we'll move on to this left-hand side and think through Lucky's house. I am thinking I kind of want him on the third cliff here. And this shape is already kind of weird, and I think it works and would be exceptionally easy to plop an incline right here. And then maybe have Lucky's house just like right back here or something. Yeah, I kind of like that idea. Okay, I need to check what the tiles are for the villager houses. I think they say it's 5x4, but that it ends up actually being 4x4, if I remember correctly, because you can put some of the pathing underneath their doorstops. Yeah, okay. Google says 5x4, but I do think that's the case, and it's slightly overstated there. Okay, how would that look? It's pretty close to the incline. I'm trying to decide if I care. Another option I do have is, oops, I need my little ladder. Another option I have is to bring this little diagonal up a little bit more and have a horizontal incline going up. But honestly, that's even closer to his home. Which doesn't really feel like the move either. What I might do is bring every part of this existing cliff just one tile out and keep the same shape that it has, because I do like the kind of like L figure it has going on. But then that way there's just a little bit more space up there for Lucky's home. I think that should work. feel like I'm getting wildly lucky that none of these trees I'm chopping down have the wasps in them. No, I'm not trying to sit. I'm trying to get rid of you. Please. There we go. Oh my gosh. Okay. Like 8th time's the charm. I lost that little piece that was happening here. But I want that to look like that. How do I get that back? Well, okay, what if I just had it? Oh, wait, that's where the incline's going, so it doesn't even matter. All right. False alarm. Okay, I no longer like the way this looks. That might fix it though. Yeah, much better. Okay, and then that little corner, not a whole lot to do about that. And gives more room up there. Okay, I think that was the right call. Oh, I can't get down there. It's Bush City. Okay, so I'm gonna go get another incline and get that one down. Okay, here we are at our finished incline over here. I think that all looks great. So now let's see Lucky's home. And once again, I'm incapable of getting this in actually the right spot. Great, and they handled some landscaping for me, so that's nice too. I think that's good. Yeah, I think that's good. The first time I said it as a question mark, but no, I feel good about it. Great, okay, that's down. And this doesn't bother me at all that it's asymmetrical. So now let's go over to the other side and take a look at the museum. Who's up there? Oh, Lucky. Okay, good job. Already making yourself at home. Cool. Looks good to me over here. I mean, there's nothing else up here. It's literally just the museum, but that's okay. So our last step now for today is going to be getting rid of the remaining trees. I am going to be probably putting a lot of these right back, but I want to at least clear more of this space off so that I can put them specifically where I want them rather than working around what's here. So let's see how many wasps I get stung by. Okay, area all cleared and got bit by 2 and saved from 1. So not the worst, to be completely honest. Okay, I think that's probably going to call it for today's episode. So tomorrow I'm going to get started with this center area, wrap up the entrance down here as well, and then do this third cliff tier up here. I think probably the graveyard is going to take us about 3 days worth of builds. I think if I tried to do everything all in the same one, I will run out of steam. And then things just won't look the way I want to, and then I'll start to get frustrated with myself. So we're going to avoid that and just have it be a 3-day long excursion to decorate the graveyard. And wow, we are quite a sight right now. But that is going to call it for today's episode. Thank you all so much for joining me on day 19, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.